In the beginning, there was nothing, just darkness and emptiness. The world was formless and void, but something stirred in the darkness. It was the Spirit of God moving over the waters. The Spirit was powerful and full of love. It yearned to create something beautiful, something truly special. And so, the Spirit began to speak. Words of creation, filled with purpose and possibility. "Let there be light!" the Spirit boomed. And suddenly, a brilliant light burst forth, piercing the darkness. Day was born, chasing away the shadows. Then the Spirit separated the light from the darkness, creating night. The first day was complete. "Let there be a vault between the waters," the Spirit commanded. And so, the sky was created. A vast expanse separating the waters above from the waters below. The second day dawned, filled with the promise of more wonders to come. The Spirit spoke again, and the waters gathered together, revealing dry land. Mountains rose, valleys deepened, and continents took shape. The earth was no longer barren, but teeming with potential. Then, plants began to sprout, covering the land in vibrant greens. Flowers bloomed in a riot of colors, filling the air with sweet fragrance. The Spirit looked upon the earth and saw that it was good. But the work was not yet complete. The sun, moon, and stars were set in the sky, illuminating the day and guiding the night. The seas teemed with life, from tiny fish to giant whales. Birds soared through the air, filling the skies with their songs. Creatures of all shapes and sizes roamed the land. The world was alive, pulsing with energy and beauty. In the midst of this paradise, the Spirit created a special place called the Garden of Eden. It was a place of extraordinary beauty, filled with lush trees, sparkling rivers, and fragrant flowers. And it was here that the Spirit decided to create the pinnacle of creation, man and woman.
I was formed from the dust of the ground, and the Spirit breathed life into me. I am strong and curious, filled with wonder for this world.
And I was created from Adam's rib, a symbol of our connection, our partnership. Together we are entrusted with this paradise.
Adam and Eve were free to enjoy all its wonders, living in perfect harmony with nature and with the Spirit. But Eden held a secret, a test of obedience.
A test? What kind of test could there be in such a perfect place?
In the middle of the garden stood the tree of knowledge of good and evil. The Spirit warned Adam and Eve not to eat its fruit, for on the day they did, they would surely die.
Surely die? But why? Why would such a tree even exist here?
One day, a serpent, cunning and deceitful, approached Eve. "Did God really say you couldn't eat from any tree in the garden?"
No. We can eat from the trees, just not this one. God said we must not eat it or even touch it, or we will die.
"Surely you won't die." No, God wouldn't deny you such delicious fruit. He knows that if you eat it, you will become like Him, knowing good and evil.
Like Him? Knowing good and evil?
Yes, just imagine, the wisdom, the power. Don't you want to see what lies beyond?
It looks so tempting. Could it really be as the serpent said?
Eve hesitated, her gaze drawn to the forbidden fruit. It did look delicious, and the serpent's words were, well, enticing. She had a choice to make, to trust the Spirit's word or to give in to temptation.
Maybe just one bite.
In that moment of weakness, Eve reached out and plucked the fruit from the tree. She took a bite, savoring its sweetness, and then offered some to Adam.
Are you sure about this, Eve?
Adam, though hesitant, took the fruit and ate as well. As soon as they swallowed the fruit, their eyes were opened. They felt a strange mix of shame and knowledge wash over them.
Eve, something feels different.
Yes, Adam, I feel exposed.
The innocence they once possessed was gone, replaced by a newfound awareness of their nakedness and vulnerability. Fear gripped their hearts as they heard the sound of the Spirit walking in the garden. They hid among the trees, ashamed to face the one they had disobeyed.
We can't let him see us like this.
What have we done, Adam?
But the Spirit knew what they had done.
Adam, where are you?
The Spirit's voice was filled with sadness. Adam and Eve reluctantly emerged from their hiding place, their heads bowed in shame.
We heard you and we were afraid because we were naked, so we hid.
Who told you that you were naked? Have you eaten from the tree that I commanded you not to eat from?
They had broken the Spirit's trust and they knew it. The consequences of their disobedience were swift and severe.
Serpent, because you have done this, you are cursed above all livestock and wild animals. You will crawl on your belly and eat dust all the days of your life.
The serpent was cursed to crawl on its belly, a constant reminder of its deceit.
Eve, I will make your pains in childbirth very severe. With painful labor you will give birth to children.
Eve was destined to endure pain in childbirth.
Adam, because you listened to your wife and ate fruit from the tree, cursed is the ground because of you. Through painful toil you will eat food from it all the days of your life.
Adam was condemned to toil the ground for his sustenance. And most heartbreaking of all, they were banished from the Garden of Eden, forever separated from the paradise they once called home.
We brought this upon ourselves, Eve.
But we must go on, Adam. There is still life ahead, even if it is outside Eden.
With heavy hearts, Adam and Eve left the garden, venturing into the unknown world beyond. Life outside Eden was harsh and unforgiving, a constant reminder of their disobedience. Yet, even in their banishment, a flicker of hope remained. The Spirit, in his infinite love and mercy, promised a future redemption. One day a descendant of Eve would crush the serpent's head, overcoming the power of sin and death. This promise offered comfort in their exile, a beacon of hope in the face of despair. And so, the story of humanity continued, forever marked by the consequences of that fateful day in Eden, but also forever sustained by the promise of redemption and a return to paradise.